Right, a quick follow-up video on the noisy footage issue. So, some said, well, it's not really manual exposure what you set up. Yes, I did that in the first test where I noticed the issue. So right here I'm 4K 50 and I set my exposure to manual. I had the ISO on 100 and the shutter speed at 80, 150 of a second. So here is the same setting. It's not as sunny as the last time, but now I have the ISO 100 and the shutter speed at 100. And let's see how this turns out. Is it still noisy? It's really windy though. So right now I have it on ISO 100 and a 60th of a second. That's what the camera told me in auto mode. So I set it manually. But how are the shadows? So here is how this works. I'm in 4K 50. Exposure is set to manual in this menu here. Fixed ISO 100. Maybe I go up a bit because it's a bit darker now. 125 ISO, fixed ISO. I go into the shutter. Go for auto and it tells me, okay, 120. So I set it to 120. This is how it's set. Let's see. All right, maybe I will overexpose a bit. So yeah, going for auto shutter. Now it says 160, so it's really tricky. Maybe I will overexpose a bit. So 80 of a second. Let's see what happens if I go for 100 ISO. Auto. 60s. Okay, well, that's fine. Prefer that, overexposed maybe by 1/2 stop. Okay, ISO 100, 60th of a second, ND16 on, 4K 50. Here we go. Let's try something else. I'm going for ISO 400. I mean, let's go for the ISO 400 and the auto shutter speed. Anyways, this was just a quick follow-up on the original video. Check it out. It's a bit longer, but it goes into more detail and shows more issues with the shadow. But yeah, I think it's a complex issue anyways, and really specific to high frame rates and specific lighting situations. Sometimes it is fine. And the issue is you can't really tell on this little screen if your footage is really good, usable. It really is tricky. We need some sort of EV meter or zebras to see if something is clipped or overexposed, to judge the exposure a bit better. So yeah, not quite sure what's going on there. Anyway, watch the full video. It's a bit longer, but it explains the issue a bit better. So this was just a test with real full manual exposure. Was it any better?